Friends, imagine you are standing before two massive doors today. Which one would you open? Behind one door, endless life and overflowing blessings are waiting for you. But behind the other, cold darkness and destruction are lurking in the shadows. Where are your footsteps leading you at this very moment? Today, here by the banks of the Jordan, you must make a single choice that will change your destiny forever. Will it be life or death? Blessing or curse? This is the final survival strategy from Moses, a leader risking his last breath to deliver this message. And the conclusion begins right now. The scene at the edge of the Jordan River is one of profound weight. The people of Israel stand in a heavy, breathless silence, their eyes fixed on the lips of Moses. A gentle breeze from across the water brushes against their clothes, carrying the scent of the promised land. The river flows steadily, sparkling like a sea of jewels under the afternoon sun. Moses, now a venerable man of 120 years, grips his staff with firm, weathered hands. He looks out at the vast crowd, taking them in one by one. In his eyes, burning love and deep concern for this young generation born in the wilderness are woven together. He draws a deep breath and continues in a voice that is deep, resonant, and full of soul. My people, listen closely. I'm about to tell you the most important thing of my entire life. Perhaps this will be the most precious legacy I can ever leave behind, more valuable than gold or silver. At the sound of that solemn voice, every eye snaps back to him. The focus is absolute. As he speaks, and as the wind grows stronger, his voice becomes even more unshakable. Two paths are laid out before you. No one can avoid them. It is a journey of destiny where you must choose one way to walk. One path is to follow the Lord your God with all your heart. It may look narrow, but its end is filled with eternal light. The other path is to leave God and wander according to your own desires and your own stubbornness. A heavy silence settles over the plains. Moses speaks slowly now, putting his soul into every word. Following God leads, ultimately, to life and peace. But doing what is right in your own eyes, leaving the Lord behind. That path leads to great hardship, deep sorrow, and eventually to the loss of everything you hold dear. The people's faces grow serious. They realize now why their parents fell in the wilderness and why they wandered for 40 long years. The reason for everything was found in this one simple choice. Moses leans in, continuing his plea. The land you are about to enter is a land of grace, but also a land of testing. Every moment, the path you choose will decide your destiny, the destiny of your children after you. He places his hand over his heart, appealing to them with raw sincerity. Please, do not forget, the Lord truly loves you. The reason he gave us his laws is not to trap us or limit us. No, it is an act of love, of fatherly provision, to show us the safest way so that we do not get hurt in a dangerous world. Everyone, from the children to the young men, listens intently. Moses now speaks with a firm tone, explaining the essence of the law. Loving God is not just a confession from your lips. It doesn't end with the words, "I love you." Real love means making His word the standard for your life and actually living it out. From the moment you wake until you sleep, ask yourself, what would please the heart of God? And move your feet in that direction. That is real love. Moses raises his hand, pointing across the river to the lush horizon of Canaan. In that land, you'll face a crossroads every day. What you harvest, how you treat your neighbor, who you call upon when trouble strikes you will decide these things with your own will. In those moments, you must stop. Think about God. He emphasizes this with even more power in his voice. Ask yourselves, does God delight in what I am doing? Is this truly the path of life he promised us? A cool breeze flutters Moses' long white beard. He looks like a true messenger of heaven. He speaks again with warmth and hope. If you cherish God's word, amazing things will happen. Blessings you haven't dared to imagine will pour down upon your homes. The heavens will open, and rain will fall in its perfect season. Your fields will ripple with golden harvests, your trees will be heavy with fruit, and your livestock will multiply. You will live in safety and sleep in perfect peace under the protection of the Almighty. The children's eyes sparkle at the thought, but then Moses' voice turns grave. The warmth fades into a solemn warning. But if you become drunk on that prosperity and forget the Lord, everything changes. The moment you think you earned this by your own strength, the crisis begins. Do not look at the flashy gods of the people before you. Do not bow to hollow idols. To leave God is to cut yourself off from the fountain of life. If you do that, the heavens will close and the fertile earth will turn to stone. The faces of the people harden with fear. Moses immediately comforts them with a softer, more intimate voice. God is not saying this to scare you. He is like a parent screaming to stop a child running toward a cliff. He wants you to be happy. That is his heart toward you. The people are starting to feel the love hidden within the warning. Moses raises his voice for one final call. So right now, your choice matters most. You cannot change the past, but the future depends on the choice you make today. Moses spreads his hands wide. Life and blessing, or death and disaster. Where will you stand today? A profound silence follows, broken only by the sound of the Jordan. Then, in his warmest voice, Moses makes his final plea. I want you and your children to choose the path of life. It is the path of true happiness. Love the Lord with all your heart. Listen to his gentle whisper and treasure every word like a jewel. Hold fast to him as your closest friend and your strongest father. His sincere cry echoes across the riverbank. That is the only safe way for you to be eternally peaceful and happy in Canaan. The eyes of the people grow resolute. Moses offers one last word of courage. You are never alone. Just as he was in the wilderness, God is always there. If you choose him, he will gladly take your hand and walk with you through Canaan. The wind blows again over the Jordan, and the water continues to sparkle. The promised land glows brilliantly in the light. Moses whispers, soon you will enter that land with confidence. Do not be afraid. God has prepared the way. The people look toward the land with excitement and holy determination. Moses' story is reaching its end. But he still has one final blessing to give and a new leader to appoint. That moving final story is coming up. Next, Deuteronomy Part 4. The final blessing and a new beginning. The great history God has prepared starts now.